I'm just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped down stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek they...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, set! Shot, 17. Yellow. Set.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Finds his receiver, Watson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, but the Packers need to develop into a number 1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
Trail green. Red cycle.
On 1st and 10, Love. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Strike. Strike. Sack.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Packers defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And now off to the races down the right side. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go, set. Cluster, 6.
1st down, going to the air with Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ready?
They begin the drive with Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Break.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Once again, it's Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready, set.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Packers. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Okay, right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Love now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On the set. Jet.
Robinson up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Quick, yellow. 43 rail. Set, cut.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Love's throw into the hands of Fan. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Going right back to Fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Again, it's Love. Slant route has got Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Carlson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
First down, here's Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Ritter off the play fake. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Ready?
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Ready.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. He gets away for 1. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Ritter back to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back to the ground with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ritter's throw taken in by Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the Falcons are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. It finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Ready?
Patterson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Smash!
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready up. Hut.
On 1st and 10, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Black ultra.
Going back to Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
2nd and a couple. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No
gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ready.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
3rd and goal, Ritter with it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? There he goes, left side. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Love.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Another forceful rush there by Jarrett. Not a lot of help for him making these types of plays last season. Managed 6 sacks, which led Atlanta. But good news, the Falcons, they've overhauled their defense this offseason. He should have a lot more help now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Love.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ready?
Back to Robinson now on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Blue strike. Ready.
Ritter throwing on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Atlanta,